For the first time since the war began, Russia has signaled a willingness to engage in direct peace talks, with Volodymyr Zelensky still in office. At a high-stakes UN Security Council session, Moscow's permanent representative Vassily Nebenzia said Russia was ready to negotiate, but on its own terms. This sudden shift comes amid growing pressure from the Trump administration to find a diplomatic off-ramp.
Such a step could be a prelude to direct peace talks between Russia and Ukraine without any preconditions, for which we are ready, despite the existing problems with the legitimacy of the head of the Kyiv regime.
President Donald Trump and his foreign policy team have been actively pushing both sides to come to the table. His envoy, Stephen Witkoff, has been involved in talks with Russia as Washington tries to broker a deal that could bring an end to Europe's deadliest conflict since World War II. The Trump White House has made it clear, if there's no serious movement toward peace, the US may withdraw from mediation altogether. While Moscow's offer appears to signal readiness, it also comes with sharp red lines. Russia says it is willing to talk only if there are no premeditated conditions, and Kyiv must first lift its legal ban on negotiating with Vladimir Putin.
We expect clear and concrete signals from them towards a peaceful settlement. This primarily concerns the cessation of arms supplies to Ukraine and the readiness to convince Zelensky of the urgent need to enter into a constructive dialogue. And for this, we would like to remind him, among other things, that he needs to lift the ban on direct negotiations with the Russian leadership, which was enshrined in law at his own behest.
Russia made the offer at the UN Security Council, the only forum where Moscow, Washington, and Kyiv's European allies share the table. Despite calling Zelensky illegitimate, Russia now says it's ready to negotiate with him directly. The question is this a genuine move toward ending the war, or calculated rhetoric under US pressure?
President Vladimir Putin announced a truce from 0 hours on May 7th 8 to 0 hours on May 10th 11. We hope that the Ukrainian side will follow our example.
Recognition of occupied territories as Russian, Ukraine's neutrality, and a halt to Western arms shipments. He warned that European nations calling for a ceasefire were doing so only because they feared Ukraine's defeat.
We do not expect them to make empty declarations and calls for a truce, which our European colleagues are so actively voicing today only because they understand that otherwise Ukraine will suffer a crushing defeat.
With the Trump administration pushing for peace and threatening to step back if progress stalls, the pressure is mounting. Russia's message at the UN could be a signal of seriousness or a strategic move in response to American leverage.